Your weekend is going to mess until you make a list of doing something. I'm not talking about for enjoyment, going to parties, etc. An entrepreneur, your weekend is your mystery box. If you don't focus, hyper focus on the weekends, you'll never be successful. Weekends is for finding the problem, finding the loopholes, and weekend is especially for finding the loopholes, problems, and complete the planning work from your last week. It doesn't matter. Weekend is especially for finding the problems and loopholes in your business and fix them. If you have a pending work, just complete it. And you never make a list, your whole weekend is messed up and you never achieve anything. Last weekend, I do seven things or even a seven projects, or I say last weekend I make a seven priorities for doing my business. Last weekend I do a last weekend I make a seven priorities and doing one by one. But unfortunately, none of the single one is completed because I never make a list or even a plan. Weekend are the day when you are whole time busy or even are free. When you feel more exhausted and more overworked. But if you have a plan, if you have a list and priorities, you never be disturbed. You being hyper focused of what you work according to your business, in your business strategies, or even finding the problems, whatever it is. Just make a list. I do these completed projects and then I move to the second one. If you are not make this, just you do a single project and then you think about it after 1 hour, 2 hour. Hey, the second one is more important than one. So I just finished this. And this is the loophole you just stuck and the whole weekend is completed, finished, and you never achieve anything. You never completed your project. So make a list and then start your weekend journey. And make sure entrepreneur's weekend is not for a random ones. You don't have time to go parties, you don't have time to spend in a park, gyms, etc. Gyms are not the option. We go to the gym, we go to the park also, but only a 1 hour or 1.5 hours, not a whole day. And I'm not talking with my friends, etc. This is my personal life, so being an entrepreneur is not easy, but if you have a courage to build something to destroy your bad habits and destroy your negative thoughts and build a negative, not a negative, build a positive ones, you become so unstoppable and you become like your personality if you're doing these practices and you have a craze to become an entrepreneur. Just do your work. What matters it is a business class or it is a job and it is a sometimes a student, doesn't matter. Do your work. When you have a curiosity to build something, you don't have time to think about the other things like what you eat, what you where you go, you are talk to friends or meetings, nothing matters. If this is my work, I am hyper focused at weekends, I never pick a call, doesn't matter, do your work. Being an entrepreneur, being an entrepreneur, just build a habit to deliver your voice, deliver your thoughts in a first attempt. You are an entrepreneur and you take 3, 4, 5 repeats to deliver your voice, deliver your thoughts, and the storytelling you tell to people to explain. You are not a real entrepreneur. You become develop a habit. It is not a skill. It is a habit. And until you develop a habit, you never be a successful entrepreneur because entrepreneurs don't have time to repeat the same task again and again to become successful, to become more clear. They don't care about this. They just perfection, only perfection. You only need a one thing that is your perfection. If you do your work, do it with your perfection. You are the person who do your work because you have only one choice. If you do your work, do with a perfect 100% intensity. Because when sometimes you do a job, it is the another work that person gives me that do complete the project and they pay me for a 10,000, $20,000. But this is my work, it is my addiction, or even it is my personal work. It doesn't matter it gives me a single penny or not, but I give 100%. This is the basic habit of entrepreneurs. If you not develop that habit, just leave the entrepreneurial journey, resting, you do a job, etc. Whatever. Weekends is not for enjoyment, especially for entrepreneurs. Today, today is Sunday, and my whole day is scheduled and busy for wrapping up the past. Today is Sunday, and I whole day. Today is Sunday, and my whole day is busy and scheduled for wrapping up all the pending work from last week. While everyone is resting, we are highly focused to find the problems and solutions and fix them. While everyone is resting, we find the problems and find the loopholes. While everyone is resting, we are highly focused to find the loopholes and the problems and fix them. Have a nice weekend, everybody.